Good day. Our topic today is Enhanced Survey Program. What is Enhanced Survey Program? The history of the type of ship, such as bulk carriers and tanker, is filled with accidents and disaster, but of small scale and gruesome types. Many of these accidents were a result of faulty machinery or lack of safe handling practices, which forced the maritime authorities to introduce a particular survey type known as Enhanced Survey Program. The IMO adopted a Resolution A74418 in 1994 SOLAS conference with guidelines on the Enhanced Survey Program for infection, inspection and surveys of bulk carriers and tankers. So, why Enhanced Survey Program? The Enhanced Survey Program is applicable for bulk carrier and oil tankers. Definitely, IMO found something grossly wrong with these ships. Something so wrong that they had to bring more stringent regulation for this type of ship. So many ships and lives lost, all because something was wrong with either the design of the ship or the maintenance of the ship. During this period, the number of oil tanker lost may not be as many as bulk carrier, but oil tankers were included for the requirements of ESP because of cargo this carry. Among other requirements, this chapter required bulk carrier and oil tanker to go through enhanced survey program. What is enhanced survey program? A ship undergoes four types of surveys during its 5 yearly cycle of statutory surveys. First is the annual survey, intermediate survey, renewal survey, and dry dock survey. So where does enhanced survey program fit in this? Enhanced survey program is not a separate survey. Enhanced survey programs just gives the specific guidelines about what to inspect during these surveys with respect to hull and the structure of bulk carriers and oil tankers. And this is a brief about these guidelines. Who to inspect? For bulk carrier of 20,000 tons deadweight and above, two surveyors should jointly carry out the first scheduled renewal survey after the bulk carrier passes 10 years of age, and all subsequent renewal surveys and intermediate surveys. On bulk carriers of 100,000 tons deadweight and above, the intermediate survey between 10 and 15 years of age should be performed by two surveyors. And when to inspect. The renewal survey may be commenced at the fourth annual survey and be progressed during the succeeding year with a view to completion by the fifth anniversary date. A survey in the dry dock should be a part of the renewal survey. There should be a minimum of two inspections of the outside of the ship's bottom during the 5-year period of the certificate. In all cases, the maximum interval between bottom inspections should not exceed 36 months. And how to inspect. For ships of 15 years of age and over, inspection of the outside of the ship's bottom should be carried out with the ship in dry dock. For ships of less than 15 years of age, alternate inspection of the ship's bottom not conducted in conjunction with the renewal survey may be carried out with the ships afloat. In any kind of survey, renewal, intermediate, annual, or other surveys having the scope of the foregoing ones, thickness, thick, thickness measurements of structures in area where close-up surveys are required should be carried out simultaneously with close-up surveys. The structures like a cargo holds and hatch covers, all pipings, ballast tanks, all hull plating, watertight bulkheads. The overall survey is intended to refer the overall condition of the hull structure. For example, as per ESP code, during the annual survey, the overall survey of the cargo tanks need to be carried out. This would mean that surveyor needs to do good visual inspection of the cargo hold. Now that we know few things about ESP, let us understand the process involved in the ESP. Number 1, survey program. ESP code requires that the survey program is developed before the renewal survey. The survey program document gives the complete details of what needs to be inspected and what resources are required to conduct the survey. Survey program gives the inspecting surveyor a written plan to follow. The purpose of this planning document is to identify the hull-related critical areas that must be inspected during the renewal survey of the ship. This is the enhanced survey planning process. The collection of information, the input, drawings, reports, acceptable corrosion allowance, and coating condition usage of tank. ESP code. ESP code has detailed instruction on the minimum criteria for inspection during each of this statutory survey. For example, Annex 1 of the ESP code defines the requirements for the close-up survey during renewal survey of the ship. As you can see, the age, 5 years, the renewal survey number, and similarly, Annex 2 of the ESP codes defines the requirements for the thickness measurement during renewal survey of the ship. Survey planning questionnaire. Before survey program is developed, the ship owner is required to complete a survey planning questionnaire. Ship owner is supposed to provide information on any hull-related deficiency identified during PSC inspection of the ship. Any hull-related non-conformities issued during SMS audits. Cargo carriage history of the ship to get the information on how frequently corrosive cargoes are carried that has the potential to damage the coating. The condition of the coating as per the ship owner's inspection of the ship's spaces. The damage history. There is one last information that is taken into account while developing the survey program for the ship. This is the damage history. Not only for the ship is questioned but also for the sister ships. If the ships or its sister ships have suffered frequent damage of one particular area, that area is identified for more close-up inspection during the renewal survey. The general trends in the industry. Survey program also takes into account general ship damage trends in the industry. For example, let us say in short span of time, a number of bulk carriers have sunk because of the cracks of the midship area. The more close-up of inspection and thickness measurement over and above the minimum requirements as per ESP code will be included in the survey program. 5. The critical area in suspect areas. Survey program takes into account any critical areas in suspect area. These areas are identified from the previous inspection or previous thickness measurement reports. For example, during previous renewal survey, if certain areas are identified as having substantial corrosion, these areas will be considered as suspect areas. This is the example of survey program. The overall close-up survey, the thickness measurement, and the minimum required thickness, and damage history, critical and suspect area. The survey planning meeting. Once survey program is established, it is time for executing the survey program. Survey planning meeting is the first step in executing the survey program. The main agenda of this meeting is to discuss the schedule of the ship, execution of thickness measurement, such as when the hulls or tank will be ready for thickness measurement, the, the extent of close-up survey. In short, the content of the survey program becomes the agenda for discussion in the survey planning meeting. Third is the conducting the survey. After the survey planning meeting, the survey is carried out as agreed and passed per survey program and minutes for survey planning meeting. The person carrying out the thickness measurement will usually highlight any structure related concern he finds while carrying the UT gauging to the class surveyor and the ship owner's representative, usually superintendent. Based on this, the class surveyor may extend the scope of thickness measurement. 4 is the survey report. Once the survey is complete, it is time for creating the report for the survey that will show the summary of all survey done and its outcome. The report that needs to be generated are a condition evaluation report. For example, it would give the actual condition of the tank coating. As per the ASP code, the condition of the tank coating need to be identified as any of these if it is a good, fair, or poor. For the coating condition, if it is good, only minor spot rusting. If it is fair, local breakdown of coating at edges of stiffeners and weld connection. Light, light rusting of over 20% or more of areas under consideration. If it is poor, this general breakdown of coating over 20% or more. Areas of hard scale at 10% or more are of areas under consideration. The thickness measurement report. Condition evaluation report will provide the summary of thickness gauging report in any area of concerns identified in thickness measurement. But we also need to have the complete thickness measurement report with all the measured readings of the hull structure and tank. This is the example of thickness measurement report. You can see the ship names, the example ship, ID number, report number, and the substantial corrosion. What is ship staff need to know about ESP? First, ship staff needs to know what all inspection and surveys are required to be done as per ESP. But the most importantly, ship staff needs to maintain the ESP file on board. This file have survey reports related to hull structures, condition evaluation report, thickness measurement report. The conclusion. The voyage of the ship is called an adventure because it is risky environment. These risks are found to be even higher for the bulk carrier and tankers. These risks increase manifold in the hull in the structure of these ships are not maintained absolutely good condition. Enhanced survey program gives the specific guidelines for the inspection of hull related items during statutory surveys. ASP has ensured these ships are maintained in a way that ensure the safety of the bulk carriers and tankers. And that's it. Thank you.